How's my mood? I feel good. I feel great, actually. Oh, my modes. Ah, that's a whole other story. Hi everyone, Saxophone Oracle here, and this week what I wanted to talk about were the modes of the major scale. So as many of you are aware, major scale has 7 modes. Basically, if you play a major scale and you started on a different degree, say on the 2nd scale degree, you would have what's called the Dorian mode. If you started on the 3rd scale degree, it would be Phrygian, 4th is Lydian, 5th is Mixolydian, 6th is Aeolian, 7 is Locrian, and then we're back at the first one, which I don't remember if I called the, anyway, the regular major scale is called the Ionian scale. Fair enough. So they all have a unique sound to them, obviously, and they all are made up of different intervallic patterns, right? So where the whole steps and the half steps take place in the scale. So when I was starting out, I was aware of the modes, and the way I would practice them is I would take, say, for example, G major scale, and then I would play G major scale up and down, and then I'd play G major scale starting on A, up and down, and B, something like this. So fine and good. I mean, you kind of hear it, and from a technical standpoint, doing that through all 12 keys, you are practicing the modes in all 12 keys. But I wasn't really cluing in really to the distinct sound that each mode has, practicing that way. And I wasn't cluing into the intervallic relationship, right? So if we take a major scale, it starts by tone, tone, then semitone, tone, 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 semitone, or just relating it to the root of the chord. So if we're doing a major scale, G major, the Dorian, it's 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, to the root. Phrygian, it's 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, up to the root, etc., etc. So I wasn't cluing onto the theoretical relationship happening, or really to the sound. So one way that I suggest practicing it is practice every mode in relation to a root. So C major, C Dorian, C Phrygian, C Lydian, C Mixolydian, C Aeolian, C Locrian. That way we're cluing into all those things, the theoretical and the oral differences, okay? So I'll go through a few keys to demonstrate, starting in C. Dorian. Phrygian. Lydian. Mixolydian. Aeolian. And Locrian. Right, so 7 distinctly different sounding scales with 7 different intervallic relationships where the half steps and the whole steps happen in the scale. So just a few more keys to demonstrate. D. E. You get the idea. So you don't have to practice them this way. You could do them in different orders, change them up, certainly practice them at least in 2 octaves, ideally through the entire range of the saxophone, but I think that's a useful way about learning your modes, familiarizing yourself with the sound and the theory behind it. Because it took me a while to clue in that, I was kind of playing a major scale, just not really learning what the modes were. I am the Saxophone Oracle, and that's what I wanted to talk about today, the modes of the major scale. So short and sweet, not much to it, but I think that's a great way to go about practicing them. As always, I hope you found the information useful. I'll put a PDF up, as I do when I make PDFs. I put them on the website, www.thessaxophoneoracle.com. So check it out. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below or reach out to me by email. I'd love to address them in future videos. As always, thank you very much for watching, and happy practicing. Bye for now.